This is how you can create a tile-based movement system just like in my game Blob Journey. We are going to add a TileMap node. And the character 2D node. And then in the character 2D, we're going to add a collision. And we are going to add an animated sprite. Right. And then let's go ahead and use the sprite we have. So we're going to sprite frame, add our sprite, which I have this blob sprite available for y'all, 3, and then the separation on this one is 1. And then just select all of them. And then the tile map, same thing. We're going to go ahead and add our tile set, the plus atlas asset, and then we're going to select this tile set. Yes. So this tile set is actually 21, 16 by 21. And the reason is because there is 3 different elevation of it. And then I will go to select. I will select them all. I will go to rendering, and then I will go in the negative direction. So I'm just matching the top with the top. So whenever we're moving on it, it moves correctly just because of the size of the tiles. And then we're going to go to tile map. Just go ahead and use this tool. Select any of the tiles and create a simple tile map for movement. The collision shape, we're going to go ahead and add a collision. I'm just going to make it smaller. The collision here doesn't really matter much in this case, so it doesn't matter if it's too big or too small. You would need it for other things, but not for this one. Alright, I'm just going to place my character body onto the tile map. And now we can start writing our code. Go ahead and attach script. I'm going to call it tile movement tiles. We don't need any of this, so go ahead and delete everything. Just keep the physics process. So simply, we're going to create a new function called tile movement. And this function will take an input of a direction. And the type will be vector2. All right. And then in here, we're going to create a variable called current cell. And this will determine your current position. And we will make a new variable called target cell, and this will determine the location you're trying to go to. So to get our current location, we're going to import our tile map. So I'm going to drag it, drop it, and I will name it tiles. So I will go to the tile map, local to map, and then tiles dot to local, and then I will get my player global position. And then for my target cell, I will take my current targets, my current cell, and I will add the direction, but as a vector 2i, because it's a tile system and it takes vector integer instead of a float vector. And I will then make my player move by creating a new variable, target position, and this target position will equal to tiles dot to global, so we can get the global position, tiles dot map to local, and then we want to get the target cell, and then that will be our global position of the target that we need the player to go to. So we will go to the player global position and we will make it equal to the target position. So in our physics process, we need to add our keybind to make it do the positioning. To do that, let's go to project setting, input map. And then in input map, we're going to create our different buttons. We're going to have a button for up, down, left, and right. And then you will click on the plus button and you will bind it with one key on your keyboard. W for up, S for down, A for left, and D for right. Okay, and then back in our physics process, we're going to create a bunch of if statements. Input.action, just pressed because we don't want it to be pressed a million times. Let's start with left, then we will want to move the tile. So I'm going to copy this, tile movement, and then we're going to use the left vector. So I'll go to vector2 dot left, and I will rinse and repeat for the rest of the directions. And just like that, we have all our direction done. Now, one last thing we need to add is a camera, so we can always track our player. So I'm going to add a camera 2D, and as you can see, the camera is covering a huge area and my tile is super small. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom in, maybe 3. I think that's going to be good enough. And I can hit play, and as you can see, my player moves on the tile. But here's the problem now. I can move out of the tile, which I don't want to do that. I want it to only be able to move where I place the tile. So let's fix that. Back in our code, let's go ahead and add an if statement down here. If, let's get the tile map, tiles dot get atlas cell source ID of the target cell. And if this does not equal -1, -1 if the tile is not placed. So if the tile is placed, then I should be able to move on it. Let's play again. And now it does not allow me to move out of the tile space, as you can see. If you like this video, please leave me a like and comment how would you use this system in your game.